Another episode of True Abutment's InTRUview coming right at ya. I'm Jeff Kraft, and this time we're coming from Renton, Washington, which is just outside of Seattle. We're going to be chatting with Alan Wan, owner of Motoyoshi. You ready? Good, come on. Now, the name Motoyoshi has been on the door since 1994, but Mr. Motoyoshi doesn't own the company anymore. Alan Wan, he was basically an apprentice. He decided to go ahead and buy the company from Mr. Motoyoshi. Did that about 6 years ago. I want to find out how it's all been going. Alan?
Hey, Jeff. Nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you as well. What are you working on here?
I'm just working on a big case, as we have a lot of big cases here.
Working hands-on. I love it.
We came in the perfect timing. It's just nice weather today.
It's beautiful weather outside. Can we go outside now?
Let's go outside.
Okay, great. Come on out. So I want to go way back to when you were 20 years old.
Yes.
And you were trying to figure out what to do with your life.
Yes.
I'm 43. I'm still trying to figure it out. But at 20 years old, you were trying to figure out what industry you wanted to go into. What brought you to the dental industry, dental lab industry?
So it started with my brother getting into dental school.
Okay.
At that time, my older brother. And he suggested me to see if I'm gonna be liking, working in a lab.
Okay.
So I stepped into a small lab that time. It was a 2000 in the spring.
Okay.
And then I was able to get a small, quick tour by this owner. It was like 2 people, small lab. And I knew as soon as I stepped in there, I knew I'm gonna be doing this for the rest of my life. So that's how it started.
What was it about it? Right when you walked in, you knew. What was it that you liked about it?
I always liked enjoying anything like the Legos, playing with my hands when I was young. So that's how it brought me to here. Whatever they've been doing, even I didn't know what they're doing, it just seems pretty fun to me.
Okay.
And I know that I can do really good at this. And here we are today, so.
Sure, yeah, absolutely. Now let's go to the introduction to Motoyoshi. What drew you to Motoyoshi? Had you heard about him before? What was that driving force towards his lab?
So, after working a year at that small lab, I was eager to look for somebody who's really good at this. Because there's a lot of really different levels, with the skills on this industry. So I knew there was a master ceramist, master technician, Mr. Motoyoshi. It was an hour driving from where I lived at that time. But so I came here driving 1 hour, and he was the man I was looking for. And he was actually an instructor back in Japan. And then he came here in his 40s and established this lab in 1994.
And what was it about him that you just wanted to emulate?
One thing I like working for Mr. Motoyoshi is that his skills. He was really careful from start to finish. Like I have seen other labs where the owner does not really work, they don't really get involved in the process, but he was always there from start to finish. And that's what it got hooked me to it. And he's the one who taught me over the years, pretty much from start to finish. Yeah.
Okay, so he was looking to retire. He was looking to move on and next chapter in his life, and he was looking for somebody to take over. And he asked you. But the first time he asked you, you said, no, I don't think I'm the right person to do that. I've got no money. So that was put on the back burner, right?
So going back to 2016, he told everybody that he wanted to retire and settle back in Japan, where he came from. So he started looking for somebody to follow his tradition and work ethics. That's how it started. He was looking for somebody, and surprisingly, he came to me and suggested me to take over the lab, which was a little surprise at first.
It's intimidating just to get that question asked.
It is, but at the same time, I have seen Mr. Motoyoshi working so hard, achieving his American dream, and the way he treats us, the attitude he has, I didn't know I'm gonna be like him. So although that's why I kind of turned it down at first, And then he came back to me. After 3 months later, he said, Alan, I know you're doing a good job, so I will help you with any financing matters. So I accepted. That's how my story began from that point. So.
And now the business is doing great. Your wife works in the office as well. Tell me about some of the individuals that have been there from the very beginning since with Mr. Motoyoshi as well.
Yes. So I had a pretty good people to start with. That's number one for me, for my success, I have to say. And I give full credit to those who's been here since day one for me. And actually they've been here about 27 years. Especially two members, they've been there since the beginning of Motoyoshi Lab back in 1994. So I was getting so much help from them. They would stay late if there's anything I need at the lab. So they didn't just come here and work 8 hours and just go home. They were actually there from the beginning. So I feel really blessed to have them. And I'm still blessed that I have them now. I know they're gonna retire soon, but I cannot say thank you enough, to those two people who's been here with me.
Well, you're only as good as the people you surround yourself with, and it sounds like those two individuals. What are their names?
Their name is Sam.
Sam?
And the other guy name is Mel.
Okay. And so they've been around for 27 years working with Mr. Motoyoshi.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel like you've made Mr. Motoyoshi proud, and those two individuals that have been there, are they proud to work underneath you?
I think so. I mean, they're still here with me at this, today.
Yeah.
I was really scared at first beginning of my first year because I really didn't know anything about the business side. And plus, I didn't know I'm gonna be good as Mr. Motoyoshi. So that's why I had to work double than Mr. Motoyoshi, at least to prove them that I'm working hard for them. So I think I did a pretty good job. And here we are today. We had grown up so well than before. And I'm sure if Motoyoshi sees me today, he will be very proud of us.
How did True Abutment and Motoyoshi, how did it come together?
As I start working on big cases, I definitely need some help on an implant. So I was looking for a milling center who can help me that on cases, that I can utilize on big cases. So I found True Abutment and their technique with the angle screw channel, ASC abutment. That did help with my career for sure. So all of my clients loved it. They like using, True Abutment. So now I'm stuck with them. So,
yeah. You're stuck with them and they're stuck with you.
Yes.
What's been your favorite thing about owning a business?
Favorite thing, I have a 22 months little princess. We never really planned having a baby. And after I owned the business, I was feeling a little comfortable with the financing and all that. So we have now 22 months baby who's now have a small room in back of the lab. So she will come to the lab, visit daddy and mom. And I get to spend some time with her. So I guess that's the most success for my story, story. Can I make an announcement? Everybody can gather here. And we have a Madeline too. I just have a special event. You guys been working so hard for 5 years. This month is actually the 5th anniversary for us, this August month. So I just want to say thank you for working so hard for this company. And I got you some present for especially those been working since the day one for me. Sam, Mel, Young has been working so hard since day one for us. So today we had grown up so well. So thank you very much. And this goes to Mel.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. And goes to you. And Sam, yours.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, open and see what it is.
Oh, I'm so excited what it is.
And this goes to everyone who's on their 5th year.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yep. Thank you. Okay, give me back all that. All right, thank you very much, guys. Thanks for coming out today. Can I open it? Oh, wow. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thanks for coming out. Thank you. Really appreciate it.
Alan, I got to tell you, you've done a heck of a job over the last 6 years, not only learning the business, but also building the business. Nice job.
Yep, nice meeting you, Jeff. Thank you so much for coming out today.
Nice meeting you as well. I'm going to enjoy Seattle and enjoy this beautiful weather.
Please do. Thank you.
Take
care.
See you
Thanks.
later. Well, that is going to do it. Another episode in the books. I'm Jeff Kraft. Join us next time, will you? So, Mr. Golden Key, how are you?
I'm doing pretty good.
So it's got to be pretty exciting getting this golden key. You've been with Motoyoshi Dental Lab for a long time.
It's past 25 years.
25 years.
Yes.
And what are you working on right now?
I'm doing vaccine coping.
Okay. And when you started with Motoyoshi 25 years ago, did you think you would still be working for Motoyoshi Dental Lab, now?
I love this job. So when I start with Motoyoshi, I know I'm going to be here for a long time.
You already knew it.
Yes, I already know.
Since Alan has taken over, what's it been like with that transition?
He's doing a good job. He takes care of us really good.
Yeah. Well, he can only do a good job if you do a good job. So I'm going to get you back to your work. Thanks. See you later. Congratulations. So what are you doing? You're working hard.
Yes.
How many years have you been with Motoyoshi?
21 years. Almost.
21 years?
Yes.
Wow. So, and you got the golden key a little while ago.
Yes, I do.
What does that mean to you?
It's very important that I work with the Motoyoshi company.
Yeah.
That we do have amazing team with the family environment.
It's like a family here.
Yes.
Now, you worked with Mr. Motoyoshi, and then he retired. Alan took over. What's it been like working with Alan?
Oh, it's been great. We do work together, help each other. Just I can ask more than anything.
Oh, that's great. Well, congratulations getting the golden key. I'll let you get back to work.
All right,
okay,
thank
see
you.
ya.